What's up, Sauce Squad? Austin Dunham back again with another video, and today we're going to take a little break from our scheduled programming. So if you don't know, Chris Heria, another calisthenics based YouTuber, has been under fire and put under the microscope from other YouTubers because of his video where he claimed or mentioned about targeting stubborn belly fat, and other false claims were found from that video, and pretty much everybody has just been making videos about Chris Heria. Now, I saw all of this drama, and me knowing Chris Heria and our background story, I decided to stay out of it. I did not say anything. I didn't even mention anything to anybody. I was not going to make this video, and I did not want to make this video. I promise you. If you know me in real life or know me at all, you know that I'm a very nice guy. I'm not confrontational at all.
Let's do it. What are you gonna do if I step outside, you fucking pussy? Step out. What are you gonna do? Out, baby.
And I really hate involving myself within drama, especially on the internet. So recently, I've been getting flooded in my DMs telling me to watch Chris Heria's new vlog, and it's basically him addressing the trolls. And remember, I did not mention anything in this. I'm not involved in this at all. But let's take a look at this video.
Now before we get started, remember guys, I'm not a fitness guru. I make videos based on my experience, what I do and what I have done and what I have learned.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from right here, Chris. Just like you, I'm a guy who makes videos based on my experience.
I never make videos on something I don't do or just copying something that I heard someone else say in a video.
This is the effect that you do when you push or when you pull from your center of gravity.
Everything stems from pulling or pushing from the center of gravity.
Welcome to another video of Official 10X. Today I'm going to show you guys the secret to superhuman strength.
What's up, Sauce Squad? Austin Dunham back again with another video. And in this video, I'm going to tell you this one exercise that led me to get superhuman strength. Whoa, so we just took a different turn. I thought this video was about Chris Heria, versus the people who have been making videos on him. But within a minute of this video, he decided to throw me in there. First off, that was major shade throwing me in that video, even though I have not discussed anything about you, Chris. So let's talk about how I created that video, okay? So I was browsing on YouTube, as usual. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and that video was in my recommended. It was a while ago. It was like back in spring. And the video was called How to Gain Superhuman Strength. I watched the video, I analyzed it, and I thought, I know all of this information because one, I actually do it, because Chris, just like you, I can do 90-degree handstand push-ups, I can do planche push-ups, I can do advanced calisthenic skills. You're not the only one. So to indirectly claim that I was copying you, even though I don't do it, or it's just something I heard and I copied you.
I never make videos on something I don't do or just copying something that I heard someone else say in a video.
That's absolutely false. So this is information I already knew, obviously, so I went ahead and made the video and put it in my own words besides that one phrase, superhuman strength, and taught about how the pseudo planche push-up can yield to strength gains down the road, because like I said, I've been doing this for years and I've reached that level of strength. Now guys, if you know anything about YouTube, you know that that is not a rare occurrence. People do it all the time. It is called modeling success. However, Chris thinks it's just copying. Now, when I say modeling success, I'm not talking about copying the video exactly word for word, or even to the point of copying the title, which people actually did with Chris's video, but he decided not to mention them, of course. Instead, modeling success on YouTube is taking the video, putting it into your own words so that you can offer a different point of view or opinion within a subject. People do it all the time, and it's actually a great YouTube strategy if you want to grow your channel. You find a popular video, and then you make your own style of video, not copying it, but putting your own manner and personality within it, and then sharing it so that other people can see it from your point of view. And everybody on YouTube does this tactic, including yourself, Chris. But you don't see me making shady videos about you until now, obviously. And truth be told, I had people who copied me too, from their style of video to their tone to their intro. However, like I said, I don't make videos about them, and I don't even see it as copying. Instead, I see it differently. I see myself being a positive influence within that person, and they strive to be like me. I don't approach them and say,
yo bro, you're copying me, take the video down.
Instead, I watch the video and I look back and smile because I know that I made some type of influence within that person. And obviously your video influenced me to make my video. But of course you look at it in a negative light and you find me as competition and threatening to you. Which is why you sent me those texts, which I'll get to later in this video. So yeah, that part of the video was really shady and I really didn't like that, and I find it kind of immature, but Chris, you are an immature person and a lot of people have already discovered that. However, they don't know the real story and the truth behind me and your relationship, because we have some backstory that a lot of people don't know about. We even did a collab video, which I'll get to in a second. So yeah, stay tuned because a lot of tea is about to be spilled and you're about to learn the truth and my experience with Chris Heria.
So man, how you doing? Nice seeing you eventually, bro. I met the rest of the team and all that stuff, but I haven't met you, so that's great, man.
So to go off a timeline, it all started last January when I flew to the LA Fit Expo and I saw Chris Heria, his Thinx team. They had a booth there, and I was like, yo, we need to collab, because at the time everybody was commenting on his channel telling him to collab with me and likewise.
Some people want the collab, bro. Tons of people want it, man.
And that's because we make very, very similar content. We have similar skills and you know, we make similar videos. That's why we're on the related section of each other's YouTube channel, usually at the top. So instead of going up to him directly like a douchebag at the LA Fit Expo, I actually waited in line to talk to him, and I was vlogging at the same time. And then when I went up to talk to him, I asked him did he know who I was, and he was like, nah, not really, which I knew he knew who I was because he's commented on my videos before. And after that, I said that everybody has been asking for us to collab, and then he said, okay, we can get a collab going if this video gets around 10,000 likes.
If it gets past a certain amount of likes,
Past 10,000 likes. 10,000? Alright, past 10,000 likes, we'll get a Chris Heria collab going on for the Sauce Squad.
I can't remember if it was in the first 24 hours or just in total. But regardless, I posted the video a few days later, and the video now has over 20,000 likes and garnered over 10,000 likes within the first 24 hours. So I was like, yo, we're gonna collab, easy, done, right? And it's pretty easy location-wise because I'm based out of Florida and so is Chris Heria. He's based out of Miami. So after that, I emailed him, and I didn't just email him saying, yo, the video got 10,000 likes, let's collab, what we're gonna do. Instead, I emailed him and I brought to him some ideas on how we can make a great video together. And I also DM'd him on Instagram. However, months and months went by without any word from Chris. And people kept commenting like, yo, the video got 10,000 likes, when it's gonna happen? And I was like, I don't know, he's not responding back to me, he's not replying, so I'm not sure if it's ever gonna happen. So fast forward a few months, it is now March time frame. I'm in college, if you don't know, so we had a spring break going on, and we decided to go to Miami for spring break. And I was thinking to myself, this will be a perfect time to collab with Chris because he's in Miami, I'm gonna be in Miami for a few days. I don't have to take separate trips, it's just overall perfect. So I sent him another DM. Hey Chris, I'm gonna be in Miami during spring break. Let me know if we can do the collab then. So I was in Miami only for a few days, like 3 or 4 days. I collabed with my man Adam Frater. I went out to Muscle Beach. I had a great time. I made vlogs on it. And then my last day there, I surprisingly got a DM back from Chris Heria. Like literally, it is the afternoon of my last day there. And he hit me back. He was like, hey man, you still in Miami? Let's do a collab. And low-key, I was thinking that he probably already thought I left and wanted to, you know, kind of, oh, my bad, I replied too late. I'm just seeing this. You've already left, maybe next time. But to his surprise, I was still there. And that's when I started recording the vlog that a lot of you have seen.
You said I should come before 2. It's almost 1 o'clock now.
How would you get good through like the Uber?
Yeah, Uber, and it's across the bridge, so it'll probably be like 35 minutes before I get there.
I wanted the vlog to be real, uncut, and tell a story on how I was able to collab with Heria without all the BS drama involved of him not, replying to me. So basically the vlog tells the story from now. We got on the phone and then I Ubered there and we sat down, talked about video ideas for like an hour. Then after that, we finally filmed the video, which didn't take too long. And then after that, me and Chris talked a lot. I was asking him questions, asking how he grew his YouTube channel to be so successful. Because if you don't know, I started YouTube before Chris. I started making calisthenics videos in 2014. And then I think Dunham's YouTube videos kind of blew up in 2016. So I've been doing it for a while. And from there, we just gave each other more advice. He started telling me more about business stuff. He suggested that I go make wrist wraps because his wrist wraps and his company do really, really well. And pretty much he just gave me a good amount of like just business knowledge and business advice, some things that I can implement to my own. And actually I did, which I also think he didn't like that either. But anyways, after that, I went back home, shook hands. Thank you for the opportunity, bro. And the video was posted a day later. Yo guys, just got done doing the workout. Yo. Chris, bro. When can they see the video?
Yo, tomorrow, bro.
Tomorrow?
Sunday, 8
tomorrow?
p.m. USA Eastern time,
Crazy,
baby.
bro. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Now, after I got back home, I got a text from Heria. He was like, hey bro, had a great time talking with you. You seem like a really, really chill guy and I like you, right? And then he was like, what do you think about becoming a Dunham sponsored athlete? I have a few people already on there and I think you will be a great addition to the team. And reading that, I was very, very surprised and honestly flattered because, he thought I was cool, he thought I was chill. Yeah, let's talk more about it. I do have my own stuff going on. However, we could find a, middle ground and we can just talk more about it and see what can happen. And he's like, all right, cool, let's schedule a call for this date at this time. I'm like, okay, man, I'll talk to you then. Now, me with my military background and my sense of organization, I'm always on time for everything. However, Heria is not. And I discovered that a few days later when we were supposed to have a talk. I was waiting for his call and it never came in. After a few hours, I texted him. I was like, are we still talking? Like, what's going on? He was like, oh yeah, my bad, man. I was feeding the kid. I'm busy. He basically just gave a busy excuse. And I'm like, of course he's busy, He probably forgot. No issues, no worries. And so I was like, no problem. We will reschedule. Let's reschedule for this date at this time. And he was like, okay, cool. I'll talk to you then. And also throughout these texts, he also mentioned that when he posted the video that we're gonna do another one, and this time we're gonna go hard. Pretty much hyping me up mentally, right? And so the date for our next scheduled call comes, and guess what? As you might have guessed it, no call, no answer, nothing. I'm so confused. I'm not sure what's happening, right? And then a few days go by. By this point, I don't want to text him again and be like, yo, you forgot. But I knew that he knew we had to do something because at the time when he was following me on Instagram, he was still consistently watching my stories on Instagram. And he would be at the top list. I swipe up, it would be like, Heria viewed your story. And I'm like, he's viewing my stories, but we have a scheduled call and I know he knows this. And so literally that was all. That was it. Believe it or not, I did not speak to him for literally 2 or 3 months after that. Totally went ghost on me. No communication, nothing. Scheduled a call, never followed through. Hyped me up mentally, and then from there, just didn't follow through. So I was like, no problem, no issues, whatever. I'm gonna focus on my own grind because if you don't know, a lot of people do this and I've gotten pretty used to it. People hyping me up with an idea and then never following through. Happens all the time, believe it or not. So throughout the time, he was still watching my stories and following me on Instagram. And this is when he made that one video that he said I copied him from. And that's when I made kind of my own version of it a few months later in the summer. And then after that, I noticed that he wasn't following me anymore on Instagram. He has unfollowed me, and also he has not removed the collab video yet. So now, a few months after I scheduled a call, I get a random text from Heria, and it's about how I used this picture within a Facebook ad, which honestly I had no idea about, and I totally understand where he was coming from. But the flaw in this is that his last text was us scheduling for us to talk, and then months later he texted me saying, "Hey bro, don't use me in ads without my permission." And I was like, well, one, this is totally random. Two, I totally understand where you're coming from. I had no idea that was even up because I don't run my own advertisements, and I posted that on Instagram. So my ad runner used that picture to place ads, you know, because it's me and Heria is going to get a lot of traction and it's a great idea. However, I did not get his permission. So with that being said, I of course removed the advertisement immediately and apologized. Now this was also the time when Chris Nilsson, there's just something about Chris's, man, but this other guy named Chris Nilsson, he was making videos about me regarding my jawline videos, and I was under controversy for that stuff. To put a long story short, I made jawline videos in the past, just a few of them, and I used this product called Jazzercise, which I actually used at the time, and I posted a video about it. You know, obviously it was a product sponsorship like most and a lot of YouTube videos are, whether it's your own product or another product. And since I was using it, I was like, I'll showcase this to the world and give it some promotion. Now, apparently there are some negative health benefits about it that I had no idea about. And when Chris Nilsson made that video, he positioned me as a scammer and that I was scamming people into buying a product that can harm them, which, like I said, I had no clue about the health benefits regarding a product that I thought would strengthen your jaw muscles. But anyways, that's a long story and I'm so over that. And I did remove those videos if you're wondering. But I went on Thenix's channel and I saw that he actually liked that video from Chris. So just from seeing that, I knew that he probably didn't like me anymore. He liked that video. He hasn't messaged me since the time we were supposed to talk, and also he unfollowed me on Instagram around this time. And this was the message I sent back to him regarding the advertisement. Sent to my partner, sorry about that. Also, I haven't heard from you in a minute. I hope there's no unforeseen tension. I saw you remove the video too. Also, during this time, he removed the collaboration video between us when I went to Miami. Not sure if it's because of those ads, which I was unaware of, like I said, or that kid making videos about me saw you like the video. But I hate burning bridges for no reason. Anyways, keep it up. So I was totally aware that there was some type of tension between us, but I was still trying to keep it positive because I absolutely hate burning bridges. I'm friends with everybody. I have no enemies in real life. Like, I've never even gotten into a fight before in my life, just because I make positive connections and relationships with everybody, and I don't have any haters besides on the internet, obviously. So after I sent that message, he did not reply back to it. Of course he saw it, but he decided not to reply back to it at all. Now the funny thing is that the video that he liked from Chris Nilsson, Chris actually made a video targeting him now, and he probably in his head liked him for making that video, but now he absolutely despises him probably for making a video about him. So it's kind of funny how the tables are turned there. So after this, some months go by, I don't hear back from him at all. Once again, I'm doing my thing, staying in my own lane. He's doing his thing. We no longer follow each other on Instagram. I'm no longer subscribed to him. Ties are cut, and I'm totally okay with that. Things happen. So October 5th, he sent me a long block of texts, basically just telling me that I am copying him and I'm trying to do everything exactly like him. Now, if you watch the beginning of this video, I kind of address all of that already and the reasoning behind that, and how everybody, including himself, does the same exact thing. But also within this message, he called me cringy, not just addressing that I'm copying him, but he literally called me cringy. And he had the nerve to say it was constructive criticism. So my response back to this was, so what I got from this ungrammatical block of text is that you feel like I'm copying you? Dude, look at my videos. Not at all. For my most recent videos, I tested using a different style of editing, one that you're very good at. However, to my knowledge, that is the only one. Video subjects are planned way in advance. And lastly, I don't watch your videos anymore for that reason. I don't want to replicate. And then I go on to mention what I mentioned earlier in the video. Modeling success isn't copying, by the way. And thanks for the advice. I'll try to be less cringy. And then he goes on to say, you don't watch any of our videos, but you're copying them word for word. And then I say, LOL, bro, I promise that's the last thing I want to do. I can't help that our content is similar. It's all throughout YouTube, happens all the time. And then I go on to say, don't feel threatened by me. I'm staying in my own lane. Fans don't see it, but you're so about yourself, man. And I've spoken to people who have had relationships with you and they say the same. Just keep that in mind. Now the reason I said that is so that Chris can take a look back, look in the mirror and address his ego, because after going through all of this and even seeing his response to Every Damn Day Fitness, you can tell that Chris has a huge ego behind himself and he really let that success and popularity get to his head. And then from there we got the infamous emojis, and then he proceeded to say, look, I'm gonna stop helping you out because obviously you're still a child. And then I proceeded to say, what? Where's the help? I would love for you to help me out. And by telling me I'm cringing and stop copying me isn't help. LOL, if anything, that's immature. I'm 22, you're like 28? And then he corrected me saying he was 26 years old. And then he said, you're saying you're still a kid and I'm an old man? Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. And then from there, he made a comparison between me and him saying, bro, when I was 22, I had opened 2 gyms and I was a real calisthenics athlete that represented USA while raising a child. And I really wanted to say, bro, good for you. Congrats. I know you're successful. You don't have to rub it in my face. I know you've done a lot. However, as a clapback, I said, yeah, and I'm 22 and I have a successful business and I will open a gym in the next year in Orlando. You're welcome to come by. When I'm 26, let's see where I'll be. And then he said, I said what I said, bro, peace. So that was pretty much the end of that. I have not spoken to Chris Heria since then. Now, after all those messages and all this interaction and, you know, stupid stuff between me and Chris, I've definitely gotten to see the person he really is. And honestly, it's a bit depressing. His ego is huge. He is a bit condescending. The way he responds to things and handles situations is very immature. And it seems like he wants to just bring himself to the top and stay there while not bringing anybody else up with him. And like I said, many people have said the same thing about Chris and his ego within the business and fitness world. I'm not sure what happened between him and his former partner Gabo, but I can tell you there was probably some tension going on between them, and that's why Gabo left. So when you're watching Chris's videos and you see that he's like just a super chill guy, remember that there's always a personality behind that camera that isn't shown. Now, honestly, I used to look up to Chris as a positive influence to me and also a role model for everybody aspiring to be within the YouTube or calisthenics scene. But like I said, after dealing with him personally, I've definitely changed my mind. This is pretty much an unfortunate case of when your idols become your rivals. And honestly, I don't think there's any going back between me and Chris. I think this bridge is actually burned down and never getting constructed back again. Like I said, I'm a positive guy and I can forgive people. However, I don't think Chris Heria is the same way, which I'm totally okay with. I'm down to stay in my lane. However, don't make shady videos like that again or you will get exposed. So that is the story behind me and Chris Heria. I hope you learned something from it, and I really don't want to address this ever again. It is off my chest. I am done with it now. Hopefully we can just move on and stay in our own separate lanes and continue growing, whether it be with or without each other. Let me know your opinions down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.